How's it going, guys? Justin here again. Some of you may have saw my last video. I did the LED fog light swap from the conventional halogen bulbs. Turned out really well. I liked it a lot, so I decided to go ahead and upgrade the headlights too. When headlightexperts.com comes with a lifetime warranty on these. They look pretty solid, so I figured, why not give them a shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in, but first let me see here, give you guys a look at the factory headlights. So obviously you can see the difference between LED and halogen, so I'm going to swap those out. So when you pop your hood, the housing's obviously right here, pretty easily accessible. You can see right here, that's where your bulb's going to be. Alright, so what you're going to do, right here there's two wing tabs, plastic wing tabs. All you do is twist it. Now this is watertight, so it might be a little tough. Once you pop that loose, check this rubber gasket here. Make sure there's no cracks or anything. I'm sure you could get a replacement one for a couple bucks, but definitely don't want any water going in there. I'll just set that aside. All you're gonna do is twist about a quarter turn, and that's gonna come right out. Once you got your bulb out, obviously still connected, there is a little tab right here on the back side. You pop that and pull your bulb straight out, just like that. Now here is the new headlight. LED one comes with the ballast built into the wiring harness. So yeah, you can go ahead and plug this guy just like you did your last one. Clips right in, you'll feel it snap. Now keep all this extra wire and stuff out. You want to reach in here and get this bulb in first. One thing to pay attention to, there's different size blue tabs there. As you can see, here's a larger one. Now I can't really see down in there, but you might have to twist this thing around a little bit. Try to play with it, figure out which way this thing goes in. Now once you got it, go and crank that to the right, and then tuck your wires back in. Make sure they're all behind this little flange. And then we're going to go ahead and pop our cover back on. It'll sit right in. And then it's going to crank to the right. Lock in. There you go. That one's all done. Alright guys, I've had enough stuff not work for me, or not work right. So whenever I'm doing stuff like this where there's multiple components, like for instance I'm doing both headlights, I always turn it on once I get one done. Make sure it works. As you can see there, it looks really good, and in person it matches the fog light, which was a big thing. I can't stand when it looks like this, or when you see the people who have a regular LED and then they got the dumb blue lights. It's just my preference, but looks like that one does look good, so we're gonna go ahead and move over to the other one. You gotta take your air intake, your air filter housing out, your hose, and then you'll be able to get down here. As you can see, there is not a lot of room at all. I mean, here's my hand. Not a lot of room at all. So I'm gonna do a little bit of surgery real quick, get some of these parts out, and show you how to do it. So first, you got four screws. Mine only has three because I left one out. You got one here, one down here, one up over here, and then the last one's going to be back down here. This is the one I do not have, but and go ahead and start, get those out. Let me move the camera here. This will just pop off just like that. Alright, so what you do, you'll just take your filter housing cover off, set it right up over here out of the way. You don't have to disconnect anything. Out here is your air filter. Highly recommend checking these, changing them. You know, I change mine every other oil change. I just changed mine not long ago. A little bit of dirt, nothing crazy though. Set that off to the side somewhere where it's not gonna get too dirty. Now this bottom of your housing here, there's these rubber grommets below holding this in. So all you gotta do is give it a good tug, just like that. This whole thing will pull out, just like that. I do apologize, it's getting a little dark out. Tried to get this done quickly, but got held up at work. Didn't get back here until sun's already going down. Alright, so right here, got a couple grommets. One there, one there. You only need to take these top two out. Just a tab right here, it's a two-part piece. It's just a screwdriver in there. Pop the middle out. As you can see here. And then this whole piece will pop out after that. The middle piece is out. Well, it should. There it is. Just like that. Here's that middle piece. And here's that that back piece, second piece. So all that does is sits in. You know, you'll do the same thing when you lock this thing back in. You push it right in there. You can see the grooves. Push right in. That basically is just like a lock nut. Secures it in there. Got the middle piece out. Set that aside. Now the whole thing pulls out, just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our bulb in there. So what you do, just pull this tab down. Same thing as the other side. You got two larger wing tabs. You know, get a good grip on them. Might be a little tight if you haven't opened this before. Pop it loose. Inspect your seal. Seal looks good on this one. Set that up to the side. Get in here. Twist the socket out. Let me move my light here. So once you get that out, this is that tab I was talking about on the last one right here. All you gotta do is lift up. You can use your finger for this. And I'm going to use my finger. Lift up and pull it right out of the harness. Just like that. Now I got my other bulb here. There's a positive and negative side on this. So I'm going to chuck my other one and go positive over here. You'll hear that click in just like that. Keep all this extra wiring out of here and give yourself some room to work. Same thing on these tabs. Might be a little tricky. It looks like the largest one's towards the bottom. Grab. And we are in there tight. Go ahead and get all this wiring back in. Just wrap it around. It's tight space, but whatever. You gotta make it work, you know. Get all that tucked back in like that. Get your cap back on.
Back in the day, it was a 6-gun and a 6-string. Man, that was country. And that's the way country still ought to be. It was live not taught, it was earned not bought. Had to put in the work to get to the top, let me tell you. But I think's really gone wrong. These days it's all wannabes singing someone else's songs. Everybody's doing the same damn thing,